Good morning, YouTube. Today we're going to review this 2017 Aston Martin DB11, which is for sale on our website, ngsupercars.com, right now.
So are you recording all of the nefarious activities?
If you're new to the channel, my name is Dan, and that is Adam. And today we are at the Howard, and we have a car that is going to be for sale on our website, NG Supercars. So this is our second car that is going to be sold through our website. The first one is, of course, that 2008 Lamborghini Gallardo Superleggera, which I believe is kind of sold. We think we have a deal. And so anyway, this is our second car, and well, it's for sale right now. Asking price $155,000, and I believe it has somewhere around 13,000 miles. We'll take a look at the odometer in just a second. But we're going to show you everything that's awesome about this car and why you want it, because it's beautiful. And it's Aston Martin, and of course it's got the big V12, so it sounds glorious. So we're going to take it out for a quick spin and show you all the details about this car. So yes, as of this point, we have a dealership, NG Supercars, which is live, and we are now selling cars. We can get you set up. So if you're looking for a car, hit us up. If you want to inquire about any of these cars, email us, sales@ngsupercars.com, and one of us will take care of you and try and figure out something. So not only are we going to be selling cars and obviously buying some cars, so that means we might be doing trade-ins if you have the right car that's of interest to us, so that we can help you out with. And of course, we can arrange transportation and other things, and we can even help you figure out other services. So check us out. Of course, the website's kind of still in the works, so give us a few days to get it all set up. So since we have a glorious V12 twin turbo engine, I thought we'd start there in this car. Massive, huge hood. Yeah, this thing's a monster. It has like the launch edition option or something like that, which means it's got some gold bits here and there, which is kind of special. And you can see it says final inspection by Dr. Anthony Palmer, CEO, Aston Martin. Very interesting. I know some of them say like hand built by so-and-so. Well, this one, the CEO himself inspected it. Well, that's kind of fascinating. V12 5.2 liter twin turbo engine. It is massive, and of course it sounds glorious. We'll get it out on the road and you can hear it in just a little bit. So while we have the hood up, you can see we have brand new Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's. So these are date coded all in 2020, so they're less than 2 years old and clearly don't have very many miles on it, because that is a whole lot of tread left on these tires. Same thing in the rears. The rears are basically brand new tires, again 2020s, so very few miles on it. I know that the owner of this car had only owned it for about 3,000 miles and only a few months, so it has not been driven a tremendous amount. I believe he bought it at around 10,000 miles, and it now sits about 13,000 something. The hood and the entire front clip does have a PPF, so if you look around the edges, you can see, yeah, you can see where they wrapped the PPF right there. So this entire hood is PPF, which on a car with this large of a hood is probably a very smart thing to do, because that is a lot of real estate to get dinged up with rock chips. So that's obviously going to be a nice feature to have on this thing. So this monster pumps out 600 horsepower and over 500 foot-pounds of torque, which is awesome. You kind of need a lot of that because it's not exactly a light car, and it's, you know, this is more of the grand touring comfort car, but we still want to be able to haul some ass. One thing that's kind of cool is when you shut this hood, it takes a little bit of momentum to get going, but you come down here and it, ooh, yeah, it closes itself pretty nifty. And in the trunk, whoop, well, you know, I mean, it's still a luxury car. You got actually a decent amount of space. You might be able to fit, like, you know, maybe some golf clubs and some like day packs in it. One thing that's really a fascinating feature about this car, you can see these weird little things right here. Well, those are actually air scoops from up there, and the air comes out here. And the theory is that it acts like a virtual wing, so the air gets sucked in up in the front of the car, gets taken and comes out back here, and then blown out, creating downforce, I guess, without the actual use of a wing. Believe it or not, this is like a kind of little wing too, because, you know, why have one wing when you can have two? Or I guess one virtual wing when you can have two. One thing I personally love about the Astons is the doors, how they come up and out. I think they call it like the swan doors or whatever. That looks so cool. The reason they do that is that the doors will clear curbs, so I think it's a really handy thing in these very low cars. Not to mention it just looks cool. And then when you walk around and you come towards the interior, holy cow. Yeah, we have blue leather with red stitching, and it is just phenomenal. The entire car is just leather everywhere. Even the headliner is in leather with the red accents everywhere. Even the seat belts have red. That is just spectacular. This is just a tremendously beautiful interior. Absolutely wonderful. We have the two-tone roof, so this is all black, and it looks good. I don't think, nope, there is no PPF on this. One thing I think is kind of funny is how you open up the center console. You don't have like a button that releases it and it opens or something. You have a button that, see, ooh, yeah, it slides ever so gently. It's got the very classic engine start in the middle of the Aston Martin with your park, reverse, neutral, and drive. And of course, a very interesting touch screen kind of haptic touchback or haptic feedback system for all of your AC controls and the radio controls. And it's got like a slider. Yeah, you can see, ooh, oh man, what a beautiful interior. Like I said, everything's leather. Even the shift paddles, they're metal. Listen to that. I mean, I don't know anyone else who has metal shift pedals. That is awesome. No plastic, no composite, just metal. Yeah, it's awesome. It gives it a great feeling. Of course, it feels nice and cool right now. Booting up DB11. Ooh, activating Bluetooth audio. Yes, we actually have some modern features in this car since it is a 2017. We have Bluetooth and yeah, other fascinating features that don't normally exist in a lot of these kind of more of like supercar type vehicles, but this one actually has some cool stuff. Let's hop in it and take it on the road and see how she drives. I've actually never driven a DB11. I have driven a Vantage. It was a V8 Vantage S. So this is actually only the second time I'm ever gonna be driving an Aston Martin. I'm kind of excited. I wanna see how it feels. All right, let's get a cold start of this V12. Pretty healthy. So I put it in Sport Plus because, well, I want to have fun. Whoa, touchy brakes. It's a little bit touchy. Okay. So immediately, even in Sport Plus, I'm going to say the steering is just a little bit like almost too much power steering in it. It's got a lot of torque. And again, I'm being very gentle because we're not warmed up yet, but already can feel the torque in it. But it's a little vague, it's a little squishy, but this is a Grand Tour. And so these are the sorts of things where it's just pleasant. So already, like, just cornering, it's just very pleasant. Surprisingly, not that much body roll right there. A little bit of bounce. We're gonna hit some rough stuff right here, but I'm gonna purposely try and hit that big bump. Yeah, barely even feel it. Totally comfortable. The seating is super comfortable. This is the type of car, if you're going to do a long road trip, go out to like Colorado, drive through the mountains, this would be so fun. And you'd be just pleasant the whole time. None of that like getting out and being like, oh, my back, oh, no. You'd be like, yes, that was amazing. I want to do more. Oh, yeah. Woo. It's got a good sound to it, a little bit of pops. It just has a pleasant ride to it. Inside, it's just a little bit of engine noise. It's not ridiculous. So you can have a conversation and yet still have some fun when you want to. This is meant to be what it is. It is a grand touring car. This is not a true sports car. But at the same time, it is a modern Grand Tour, so it's got plenty of power. So now that we're warmed up a bit, let's see how she does. Whoa! Totally broke the tires loose there. Wow. So it's not like this punch you in the ass feeling, but it's like it rolls on and it just shoves you harder and harder. It's definitely a turbo car, but the way the turbos come on, it's progressive. It's not like binary turbos where it just hits and then it's like, holy God, we're gonna die. No, it's actually quite pleasant. Holy shit. That is way more power than I expected. Wow. Hey, I mean, this is impressive. This is, I have to say, I didn't have super high expectations on this thing, but let's do that again. Holy shit. You can get into trouble with this. It's funny. It's deceiving. It's deceiving because you don't think it's that powerful because it's such a big car, and it feels weighty. Like you can feel this thing is not a light car. You're not gonna be like slinging it around the corners at the track. But damn, when it goes hard. That's fun. Wow, you gotta be careful that even with the traction control on, it was blinking at me and everything, and I still got a little bit loose. All right, here we go again. Holy shit. Spinning the tires a lot. And those are brand new PS4s. Damn. I really like this car. Its handling is not gonna blow you away. It is not as precise as a Ferrari or Lamborghini, but it's so much more comfortable. This is like the daily driver that you could just toss around and just beat to hell and have fun, but at the same time do it all in comfort. I can see pulling up to business meetings in this thing, just looking cool and dapper. I am clearly way underdressed to be driving this car. I feel like I need to be wearing a suit or at least a collared t-shirt, a collared shirt of some sort, not jeans, but whatever. I like it. I really like this car. I have to say it really exceeded my expectations. I'm gonna put it in regular mode. Let's turn off Sport Plus. It's in GT mode now. I mean, the steering got a little bit lighter, suspension got a little bit squishier. That's about it. It didn't really change that much. Yeah, I guess, now the steering's a little bit more vague. It's not bad. Reverse, we have a great camera system on it. That looks good. It's got the bird's eye view stuff, so you're not gonna be whacking anything. I am actually very pleased with this car. This exceeded my expectations by a substantial amount. All right, Adam's gonna take it for a drive. All right, so Adam's taking it out for a drive. I actually intentionally had it where he did not ride in the car when I was driving it, and I'm not riding in the car when he drives it, so that neither of us will taint each other's opinions. So I'm curious to see what he thinks about the car. But yeah, I have to say, I was shocked at how much I liked it. It's got a ton of power. It's very comfortable. It is an excellent car. So again, it is on our website, NG Supercars, or well, hopefully it's on our website. If it's not, it is for sale. $155,000, the asking price, 13,000 something miles on it, 2017, brand new tires, and it's in perfect condition. I mean, there's almost no flaws on it. I was kind of looking it over. Anyway, if you're interested in it, please email us sales@ngsupercars.com and we'll get in touch with you and we can figure out a deal.
All right, YouTube, my turn to take it for a ride. So this thing just starts to creep as soon as you let your foot off the brake. It's not like the Ferrari or anything like that. So that's something to keep in mind. It is obviously very smooth from the go. Whew! She moves. Typical turbo power, kind of kicks you in the butt, but it's not terrible because it is a modern turbo, so it has the variable vanes, but my God, does it have so much power. And the shifts are just lightning quick, and the downshifts are lightning quick as well. The car just feels very comfortable. These shifts are fast. Oh yeah, it turns in and bites really nice. You don't feel the weight of the car, even though it's a heavy car. You don't feel it. It just turns in and goes, and you just plant the power out, and it just, like a rocket ship, slingshots you out. turn-in was great. There's no understeer. Granted, I'm not going very fast or anything like that because I'm out on the roads, but man, it felt great. The steering does have feedback in it, so it's not like the stereotypical like electronic steering. I'm not sure if this has it or not, but you feel the car. It's not just numb. It's not the most connected car in the world. Like, it's not a Ferrari or a Porsche or anything like that, because it is a little bit more of a GT car, but it's not 100% numb. You do still feel it a little bit.
All right, Adam, what'd you think?
Oh, it's an awesome car for sure. It's completely different than the mid-engine Ferraris and the Porsches and the Lamborghini, so it's kind of unfair to compare it directly to that because it's completely different. But
Yeah, it's a GT car.
Yeah. Oh, and it's super comfortable, but it's amazing. I love it.
Tons of balls.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Did you get loose?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Of course. It's a V12 twin turbo.
Dude, I was
of course
like,
I did.
damn, this thing's squirrely.
Yeah, absolutely. It's great. You will not be sad if you buy that car
No.
at all.
No. All right, YouTube, have at it. Start your bidding. Well, it's not really bidding. Anyway, start your offers. Go check it out. Sales at ngsupercars.com or go visit ngsupercars.com. And we'll be presenting more cars that we have as we get them. So obviously, we're going to be doing more cars frequently. So we'll be hopefully getting interesting cars. If there's a car that you want to get through us, we could probably help you find one, so hit us up. So please like, share, and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and of course you can also go visit normalguysupercar.com. There you can buy parts and services for all sorts of cars, including Aston Martins. Even though we don't have them on our website, you can actually get parts for these through us. Although, interesting enough, we were looking at parts for these, there's not a whole lot of options, so just, it doesn't have the aftermarket support that you do of the Lamborghinis and Ferraris. Anyway, all right, you guys, we'll be seeing you guys soon. We'll be doing a lot more cool car stuff, so you're going to want to stay tuned.
There's going to be 12 cylinders of fury.
12 cylinders of fury.